The ideas and opinions expressed in the Black Shirt podcast are not necessarily the ideas and opinions of our sponsors.
We're back!
That's right, motherfucker.
The Black Shirt Podcast!
What's up?
What's up? I'm Clint.
I'm Dirk.
Yes, and we're
It's us.
back.
Two people, two shirts, both black.
Yes.
What's up?
I mean, podcasts.
Yeah, we're doing it. It's
Yeah.
about time. Feels good. It always rushes up on me. Like, I don't know if that's because I'm a dickhead and I keep fucking off the days that we do it, or if it's just like I lose track of time.
Yeah, like where did the week go?
It's always like, damn, fuck, it's podcast day again? God damn it.
Oh, man.
I mean, not in a bad way, just like, fuck, I have to like live.
It's like doing laundry again?
Yeah.
Damn it.
You're like, dude, no way I'm out of fucking socks. How? And then in your life, you're like, socks, fuck you. I just throw them away. I don't even care.
Yes.
I used to be notorious for just throwing away socks, like when I toured. I would wear a pair and just throw them in the fucking trash.
I always wanted to put them on the rider. I hear stories like...
Oh, that's
I think,
so smart.
I think Travis Barker does that. I've heard that.
Wow.
It's on your rider. Every show you go to, you have
Fresh
a
bag
fresh
of
pair of
socks.
socks. Or you play your show, you get done, you take your shower, then you put on the socks. Good
Man,
time.
that's fucking smart. I thought I was a genius for ramen noodles, like for noodle cups.
I thought I
I
was...
put noodle cups on the rider
That's
on my
good.
last tour. Yeah, because it's like fucking 12 cents, and you take them with you, throw them in the van.
Yeah.
And it's like, boom, you got fucking boiling water.
I had a bottle of Jack Daniels every day on the thing.
Oh,
We didn't
that's-
drink it all the time. We had beer.
Yeah, of course.
But if you run out of beer and you need more beer, but there's no beer,
Yeah, whiskey will do in a pinch.
yeah,
It'll work.
when you've already drank all the beer,
Fuck
that's really what you need to be doing is drinking whiskey.
Yeah, when we did Joe's rider, Joe would do lottery tickets too. He'd do scratch offs, and he'd make you like. A lot of venues would be like, "We can't do this," and I'd be like, "Fuck you, do it anyway. It's your job." Like, they'd be like, we want $20 worth of scratch offs, so we're not playing.
Is that illegal? I mean,
It's not illegal. I think it's just immoral to some people because like gambling's a sin.
in like Utah,
Maybe.
are we going
Yeah,
on a
sure.
Mormon episode again?
No, but those are my fave. God, they've got so much to talk about. Of all the religions that exist, Mormons really do have the best lore.
Give me a little lore.
Little lore for they're not allowed to dance.
Just your favorite nugget
Except,
of lore.
favorite is probably like the fucking doomsday prepper part of it, where they have like
Yeah,
part,
that's cool.
part of their religion is to have 2 years worth of shit hidden in their basement and not share it with anybody else, which is like super tight. But they also have like they're not allowed to dance with people that aren't Mormon. That's like a thing. You can only dance at stake dances, which are like sanctioned dancing events for Mormons.
That's weird.
I've got
You're
I
live.
got 7 whole motherfuckers in my live stream. What's up?
Yeah, I'm looking right now. I just shared
It's
us on
maybe 7.
Facebook, so we got.
I don't
we
think
got
it tells
one
me when
viewer.
I don't think it tells me when I've got plenty. So
Yeah,
I don't
well,
know
we've
if it
got
tells
one-
y'all follow the podcast. Obviously, follow all my crap. Follow the social shit. What is it? Black Shirt Podcast.
Black Shirt Podcast. So
Yeah.
let's do the share a bit.
Yeah, roll that
yeah,
beautiful.
like, share, subscribe, do
it
all this stuff. Yeah,
all that beautiful bean footage.
We have a Black Shirt Podcast discussion group. Join our group. You want to talk about stuff?
You don't have to, but think about it.
Yeah, but think about it. If you got any stuff, you're like, hey, man, this is really cool. They should talk about it. Post it on there, man. We'll check it out and
Like
talk
that one
about it.
guy who has a shitload of
Oh,
opinions.
that's Thomas.
he's
Thomas.
He's great. What a wealth of resources.
He was
He's so
he was
good. Hey, Manny.
commenting on our Who Would Win.
Hey, Wooly.
Yeah, but yeah, like, subscribe, all that stuff. If you missed the show, we're live streaming. If you missed the show, we always keep it on Facebook. You can check it out on our fan page, or you can go to YouTube.
this
I
isn't
always post
Snapchat.
it on YouTube. Or keep an eye out on Instagram on IGTV. We always put the little golden snippets that we like. So
Yeah.
so you can catch us all over the place. And if you don't want to watch us, if this hurts to see, you can listen to us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. And
Which is
all
great.
of the podcasts. Yeah, which is great.
Super pro, to be
It's-
honest, for
yeah.
like a couple of chuckleheads. Like,
You're like, I want to laugh.
real
while
fucking
I'm in-
pro operation we got going on here.
if you want to laugh while you're on the toilet
Hey, Nick Miller.
and you don't want to touch your phone because you think that's gross, you can just have your AirPods and listen.
Yeah, just do the whole thing. Guys, you're running out of shit to listen to. There's not much to do. Do me a solid. I've been listening to y'all's junk for years. Every time
Yeah.
your fucking stupid band puts out an album or something, I listen to it and share it and all that crap. So listen to my damn podcast, nerds.
Do it. Like, share, subscribe, all that.
What do we got first? I remember it was tight. I'm pretty sure it's something cool.
As if the apocalypse we've been living wasn't crazy enough.
How crazy is it?
So crazy,
I set you up and I fucked you because I threw you like a Rodney Dangerfield joke and you got nothing.
it was so crazy, we had a fire tornado.
it was so crazy. I got kicked out of my own house. I don't know.
swarms of locusts, diseases, pandemics, meth gators, murder hornets.
Ooh, meth gator was good.
None of that is crazy enough. So we need to have fire tornadoes. That's ridiculous.
A fire tornado is a very cool thing to see. We watched the video before the show.
I have a clip.
There's a clip. Hey, we've got a clip.
This is the actual footage of the fire tornado.
Let me just get on that.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. Dirk filmed that. Yes. That is actual footage. Okay, yeah.
We're gonna get like fucking sued because I fucking plagiarized the video. I didn't film this, just for the record.
No, yes, he did.
Okay, I did.
With his phone.
I so fucking did.
With his phone. Yeah, he did. With his phone.
That's fucking wild,
In
bro.
person.
Fire tornado. I got a comment. Somebody's talking to
He
it.
didn't just see it. He lived it.
I actually, funny story, I've slept through 2 tornadoes in my life. So where was that fire tornado at? Was it California?
That was in California,
Fucking-
of course.
it was.
I expected Florida, but yeah, it was.
That sounds like a California thing to kind of have like.
Florida would be like.
If it's fire, it's always
It would
California.
be man-made. If it was Florida, it would have been man-made. Man burns down building, starting a fire tornado.
With
That
his
would have
meth
been
lab.
Yeah,
meth lab sprawls into fire tornado.
Yeah. Angie's watching. She commented.
Hey, Angie.
Yeah, 2020 needs to die.
We're getting close, guys. You don't even realize it, but we're only 4 months away from
That's
the fucking
right.
end of this shit. It's over.
You know-
Wait, September, October, November, December. Yeah, 4.
I don't have it on hand.
Fuck that.
I don't think I have it on hand. Do I have
What
it?
do you got? Huh?
Oh, I had a meme that was like that I made that was like Spock saying, "It is illogical to think that the year has anything to do with all this shit."
No,
Right,
this
pretty
is
much.
just a bunch
This
of.
this
I don't know
just-
what it is.
Yeah, this is
Obviously, we're cursed.
2021.
Yeah, 2021 is going to be our year, bro. You watch.
That's right.
We said that about 2020. It was fucking garbage, but whatever. Whatever. So fire tornado,
What else
and
we
then
got? Yeah, and then we had the last blockbuster.
the very last one.
The
Are you
last-
sure we didn't talk about this?
Well, I don't think we talked about this.
Okay. I've been talking about it a lot.
We
so
were
maybe.
talking
yeah.
about this, but I don't think we actually posted it and showed the pictures.
Yeah,
so.
I remember. I've been talking about it a lot actually, because my friend Will from England is like he's a big fucking nerd about destination like places. Like when
Yeah.
he came over for tour, he made me take him to the mall where I think it's in the Mall of America, where Hulk Hogan had Pastamania. Do you remember Pastamania?
No, I don't.
So he had a
remember that.
restaurant. It was like a deal with Planet Hollywood that Hulk Hogan would get his own spaghetti warehouse, basically. Spaghetti factory, cheesecake, whatever. He gets his own spaghetti western, and it was in the Mall of America. It was like right in the middle where the elevator is now.
In Minneapolis.
It was Pastamania, and it was a fucking like Olive Garden, but it was Hulk Hogan themed, which is like the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
Yeah, that's the best.
So he has like this. He loves stuff like that. Like he's the guy that would stay at like. He's the kind of guy that would stay at a fucking Blockbuster Airbnb.
Yes, and this is what the
We got a clip. Hey, so
Hey,
pro.
Here's the outside. Last Blockbuster.
It's
But
in
thi-
Bend, Oregon.
But that's the inside. You hang out and you sleep at the Blockbuster.
And you
That's
can
awesome.
pull DVDs off the shelf and watch them just like normal. And man, I had a really good idea, but I can't say it on the podcast because someone will fucking jack it. But remind me to tell
I
you.
thought you were gonna say you'd get canceled.
No, it's a really good idea, but somebody will take it because it's so good. But I'll tell you after the podcast.
Okay.
Maybe I'll leak it if I get 500,000 followers by the
Yes.
end of this episode. Maybe. We'll think about it.
One time I was in Europe on a trip with my ex-girlfriend, and we'd been traveling and traveling for weeks, and
As
we were
you
burnt
do.
out, and we got a flat. We rented a flat. Airbnb wasn't a thing yet, but
Right.
we rented a flat off of somebody off Facebook or something, and we stayed there for like 4 days, and we hardly left the place. All we did is watch really bad DVDs. They had like 20 DVDs in there, and we just watched DVDs the whole time.
Sometimes it be like that,
Yeah.
bro. I can't tell you how many times we've been like on tour and it's like, oh, guess what we're going to do? And like, cool, guess what are you guys gonna go do? Because I'm gonna watch Daredevil for like 10 hours. I'm gonna lay here in my coffin.
Our old drummer, Dave, Dave Riddlingkid's drummer, he just stayed.
There's always one guy in the band that's like, I don't do stuff.
He's like, F you, I'm watching the History Channel. He would just get
All
drunk
day.
on whiskey and watch the History Channel.
That sounds like my kind of fucking
Yeah, it's
guy,
really-
to be
it's a good
honest.
time.
History Channel's off the fucking chain. You know what else is cool about history? The future.
And you know what they have in the future?
Flying fucking cars.
Segway, yeah! Yes.
Yeah, I set you up for that. That was
It's
so good.
What's like 2023?
2023 Japan just kind of like unveiled like a prototype flying car. And so everybody that was like, where's our flying car? Where's our jetpack? Well, there's your answer. It's here. It's coming.
I thought we were going to get jetpacks before flying cars, honestly.
Yeah, when you think about jetpacks, they don't really work because, like, it will burn your fucking legs off, right? Like, if you have a jetpack on and it's not like, it would have to be like 6 feet out, like behind you. And even then, it would probably still burn the shit out of you for how hot it would have to be to propel.
Get some like foil legs, foil pants.
Yeah, it would need like a foil. You need like a foil pant.
Foiled again.
A foil pant to make it through.
I think I found a picture of the actual the prototype of the flying car.
I love that. Oh God, never gets old. That never gets old. All the sound effects we do. We do all our own sound effects in house, guys. Just so you know, Super Pro. Super Pro podcasts.
Yes, if you need anything, we can do your sound effects.
We can do them. We're both very talented voice actors.
Yes. That was the news. I forgot to say.
And now
I like doing it at the end.
news.
Fuck everybody.
With
Everybody
your
else does it at
hosts,
the beginning.
Clint
Yeah.
Baker
it's fine.
and Dirk Gage.
It's cool. It's kind of punk. Yeah, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. We're done.
Yeah,
look,
we're
that's
done
fine.
with the news.
Cool. It's been great, guys. Fucking see. Speaking of flying cars, you know who had a cool flying car?
The one that could do the Kessel Run in less than 12 parsecs.
You know, parsec is actually a measurement of distance. Not
we should
time.
have Dr. Science back on to explain that one.
I have a buddy, my friend Albert, literally just hit me up right before we started this. He's the bartender at Barflies, and he's like a huge Star Wars nerd. And he was like, "When do I get to be on your podcast?" And I was like, "When the Angels win the pennant." But the reality is, like, he'd be great. So,
Cool.
Albert, if you're watching, my homie, we'll talk about it. We'll fix it.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. We'll think about it. We'll try to fit you.
Well, let's talk about some movies and TV.
Movies and TV. Cool. Yeah. So, did we say we didn't actually say the words Han Solo?
We did not, but they're talking about doing a Han Solo Chewie series.
Just them two.
Yeah, like Turner and Hooch.
Oh.
You know,
It's very much like
it's very they're running around and they're
It's like
apparently
Boomer and Hooch
yeah,
because he's like 100 years old.
yeah,
He's old as fuck, bro.
yeah. I think he's 200 and something. I don't know. He's old as hell.
I feel like every movie he's done since what's that shitty movie with Josh Hartnett that he did, Hollywood Homicide?
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chewbacca.
No, yeah, he's done tons of films.
he's so old. I mean, he's so old.
No, but Han Solo or Harrison Ford, he did that movie Hollywood Homicide, and like that whole movie is just like, god damn it, I'm old, and like that's the whole shtick of the film.
He's in his 70s. He did a. We could always ask Siri.
How old he is? He's like 72.
How old is Harrison Ford?
My guess is.
Harrison Ford is 78 years old.
Oh god damn, 78.
You're 78. You're gonna start a new series?
Jesus Christ! I didn't realize he was. I mean, he's in good shape. Like,
Oh, yeah.
he still like flies helicopters and stuff. So
Have you ever seen the David Blaine when David Blaine goes to Harrison Ford's house?
Oh yeah, and he's like, "Get the fuck out of my
Get
house!
the fuck out of my house!
Get off my plane!" Yeah, that's
yeah, it
really
was
good.
really good. And then he went at him like this.
I really think they need to chill the fuck out with all. I've talked about this at length, but like, it's time for some new stories in Star Wars. Like, it's time for some new blood. Like, you literally are gonna try to run a fucking show with a 78-year-old protagonist, and it's not the 700 Club.
Yeah.
Like, that's your move. That's your flex. Give me some more animated shit. Like, they really dive so far with the lore and stuff, and then they're just like, we gotta milk this goddamn Millennium Falcon until he fucking dies. Like, he has to croak.
Yes.
Because Peter Mayhew died like last year. Real Chewbacca's gone already. Carrie Fisher's gone. It's like, dude, they're dropping like flies. They're fucking octogenarians. Let them live.
Who do you get? Like,
It's not like, God, Governor Cuomo, give him a break. Oh, that was a little saucy, huh?
uh-oh.
Yeah, it's just like,
I mean, he might as well run for president.
and
you know?
right, and I even love him. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I fucking love Star Wars, and I love Han Solo, and I love
him too.
I love Harrison Ford, but like, there's a certain point when you gotta let him fucking go out to pasture, bro. You know, there's a point where they gotta ride off into the sunset. Like, it's just that time. Like, it's the same thing. Like, and I guess like if you were gonna, bring some new blood.
I thought that that he did he agreed to do these last movies under the condition. He's like, I'll only do it if you kill Han Solo.
Right,
You
that
know,
it's the
like I thought
end.
it's like,
Well, they're like, we did kill him, but this takes place 10 years before. Derp.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Like-
Star Wars is a flat circle, so time doesn't matter.
well, we'll give you some more money. I don't need any more money. You know.
It's good Harrison Ford. I'm fucking sick of you guys. I feel like they have Harrison Ford like chained to a. You remember when Samson cuts his hair and they make him do the wheel? I feel like that's where they've got all the like last remaining Star Wars actors are just pushing like a grist mill in the basement of Disney. Yeah. And it's just pumping out Jar Jar Binks action figures from.
You better keep him away from those pillars, guys.
Right. He's gonna fucking pillar the shit out of it. Yep. He's gonna get you. A little Bible study here.
I thought I heard something about them wanting to do some more Indiana Jones too.
I will fucking. I like.
like
Now, I feel like my dad. Like, that's what sucks. It's like, I remember my dad being like, fucking, oh, new Star Wars, fucking lame. Let it die, fucking nerds. And I was like, yeah, shut up, bah humbug. You fucking hate everything, Dad. Shut up. And then I'm like, now I'm 32, and I'm like, okay, guys, it's fucking time. Like, chill out. He's fucking gone. Like, it's done.
Well, speaking of new blood and solos, there was talk about.
Damn, that would have. Go ahead. Sorry. I was like, we're gonna talk about Bill and Ted, but I just
that would have been a great segue.
Yeah, that would have been great. I fucked it.
Yeah, there was talk about the. I think it's confirmed that they're doing a Ben Solo series.
Kylo Ren.
Yeah.
Well, not Kylo Ren. So that's
it's a Ben Solo
that's
series.
a distinction to make. Yeah, that it is pre Kylo Ren, so it takes place at the time
Somewhere
that he's
when
training at the Jedi Academy with Luke.
It's somewhere like where they turned the Jedi's
right
and stuff.
In the beginning. So I'm sure it'll go into the story
Jedi
of
fledglings.
Sure, it'll turn into the story, or it'll tell the story of like him deciding to become a Jedi and Luke like training him, and then probably sends him on like a mission to like judge his worthiness, and that's an excuse to get Luke Skywalker back, and we'll put Mark Hamill in something else, and we just won't let it fucking die, and we'll squeeze it for every penny that it's worth.
Hey, and I'll watch every
and I'll watch them all.
second of it.
I will too. They know it. They got you by the fucking sack, bro. Until they're all dead, and even then it'll be hologram versions for the next 20 fucking years.
Well, speaking of the Mandalorian, I'm just kidding.
Did we speak of
No,
it?
we never
Well,
mentioned
hot
it.
dang.
Hot damn. I'm excited for season 2 of the Mandalorian.
We talked about what's her name?
Yeah, with Gina Carano.
We're gonna holler at Gina Carano every episode from now on because she's just the fucking shit. Holla at your girl.
Peño.
She's gonna get on our fucking podcast one of these days. Watch.
Yes. Gina, we'd love to just. You don't even have to talk about anything. Just say hi.
Just say what's up.
Tell us we're dummies.
Call
and,
me.
Yeah. Yeah, we would. Yeah, we would love to have you on.
People still use phones like this, so
Yeah.
cool. What
You can talk on the phone. I just thought they were
they're for-
little computers for texting and things.
They're just for anyway.
typing. That's how I send my faxes.
Now I'm gonna go.
You're like, I'm out. Let's
I'm
meet
out.
next.
I'm ducking.
Well,
Duck.
yeah, they're talking about possibly. What were you saying about the Boba Fett backdooring in a Boba Fett thing? Yeah, the
Good old Boba T.
Mandalorian. I noticed, like everybody noticed, but there was some jingling spurs.
And you get a little. You get a
Oh,
little
is
bit
that
of a.
Boba Fett? Oh, cool little.
So yeah, what I've heard they're doing in Mandalorian season 2, which thank God that's coming out. That's like not long. It's like 2 weeks. Or is that September?
I didn't write that one down.
It's okay. I
and
know it's soon. It's like 2 or 3 weeks.
I don't.
Time's fake. We live in a fucking bubble.
We do, and I don't like to keep track of that because if I'm watching the,
I'm the same
if I'm
way.
watching the oven, it takes forever for the
I'm
cookies
the same
to
way.
be done.
I used to just brainhole shit on purpose,
Yep.
so that I would forget about it until it happened. Like Star Wars movies, those were because they'll announce it like 5 years before it's gonna come out, and you're like, I can't be excited about this. Like,
It reminds me of like driving across the country and the Thing or south of the border. The Thing, only 978 miles till the Thing.
Right.
And then you fall asleep and you wake up and you see another billboard, only 720. You know, I'm
How?
like, damn it.
so yeah, Mandalorian season 2 is coming out. We're stoked on that. Everybody's obviously. It's like one of the only things we've had to look forward to. I remember it was like COVID-19, and then the next day they were like, Mandalorian season 2 is already done, guys. Don't worry. And we were like, whew, thank God for that. So they've teased Boba Fett a little bit, not really not like a hard tease, but definitely like a little Easter egg.
It's starting to pop up in articles and stuff.
Now it's starting to be some news, and what they're saying is that he's going to be like a bit character in season 2, not like a main character. He's not going to do like the whole shebang, but he's there almost just to screen test see what people feel about it, see how the audience. Which is like, I don't know why they have to fucking do that. It's Boba Fett. We've been itching for Boba Fett to be in more shit for like 30 years. That's the movie we want. Star Wars, Lucasfilms, like, they're like, oh, let's crank out another goddamn Han Solo movie.
Yeah,
And they're like,
no.
Or how about you guys just do a fucking Boba Fett
Yeah, that works.
movie, like, or show or something. So the rumor is that the reason that he and another character are going to be premiering in Mandalorian Season 2 is to kind of like screen test and backdoor them for their own series. The other character is, of course, you know how to pronounce it?
Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she is going to be played by, I believe we have a clip.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, we have a
Yes.
clip.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I got Ahsoka. For those who don't know,
Rosario
yeah.
Dawson is very hot.
And then we got Rosario Dawson right here.
Who is very hot.
And this is some fan-made thing that we stole off
Of
the internet.
course.
Yeah.
As you do.
But I'm like, that's great. She's like the perfect person you could cast.
She's got the cheekbones.
Yeah, she's
Her
she's
cheekbones
perfect.
are perfect. She has an
Well, let's go
alien
back.
head, and I mean that in the nicest, sexiest way possible.
She's perfect.
Yeah, she's really hot. She's good in everything she does too.
I already loved her, but in Daredevil and all those Netflix
Oh,
Marvel
yeah,
shows, I like more and more got to love her more and more.
Yeah, she's really good in Sin City as well, and that was.
Yep.
And what was that? There's one more, Clerks too. Remember, that's a deep callback of when I was gonna make the that one particular Clerks 2 reference when we were talking about taking it back. So in that Star Wars realm, there's all kinds of fucking secret shit that they're talking about. Everything's getting kicked around. John
Yeah,
Favreau's leaking stuff.
An Obi-Wan show.
Right, they're talking about doing an Obi-Wan TV show. It's got Ian McGregor.
and Hayden
And
Christensen.
Hayden
Yeah.
Christensen's going to get a little fucking comeback finally.
Yeah.
He really has gotten shafted on this whole Star Wars deal. They're like, bring everybody back except for Hayden Christensen. He does not get to come back.
The sand. I hate this sand.
It's
That's
everywhere.
Yeah, that's what did it.
They were like,
poor
he
guy.
did Life as a House.
He
with
didn't write that,
with
guys.
Kevin Kline, and that movie is awesome.
Is it
And
good? I didn't
it's
see it.
actually, Oh, it's great. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's really sad. But he's really good in that. And then they were just like, never again. He's not allowed. He shouldn't have been in those dumb movies. And I have a conspiracy theory that he talked about how he stole his lightsaber off the set.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He was like, I lost my lightsaber and it's lost in my closet at my house. And I have a theory that George Lucas sniffed that out and was like, I'm upset about it. I don't think you get to be in any more Star Wars movies. I don't know why George Lucas sounds like.
Why does he talk like that?
I don't-
Like he's a 60s Martian.
There was like a bad guy from like maybe Legion of Doom or something like that talks like, no, I can't remember who it was, but anyway. I always think of Bobby Moynihan playing him on SNL because that's like more realistic than George Lucas.
Since when do stormtroopers sound like 60s robots?
Burger King, where all Dragon Masters eat. Yeah, because if you think about it, how many times have you seen George Lucas?
In person? Never.
No, just like out and about. Like 4 times in all 47.
Ever?
Yeah, since 1972.
I know of it. Did I ever tell you that I was talking about the Oasis that me and my brother went to the other day? Did I ever tell you the story about George Lucas and over there?
No.
So I have several friends.
Segway.
Yeah, Segway.
That's a hard segue.
The Oasis, not far from my house, is a beautiful place in Austin, Texas. It's got a huge outdoor patio on the side of a hill. Killer margaritas, and you can see the sunset over the lake. It's beautiful. It's a fantastic spot. Ron Howard.
Hashtag sponsored.
Yes. So yeah, hopefully we get a free margarita next
That'd
time
be
we
great.
pop in. Or just you don't even have to do that. Just get it's a 45-minute wait to get in there. So hopefully they just put us at the front of the line.
Give
that's,
us a plug.
That's good. Yeah. Yeah. So I had several friends that worked there, and a friend of mine waited on George Lucas and Ron Howard having dinner.
Fuck.
Ron Howard and George Lucas together at the same time, the same place, and which was crazy. I had other friends that were like, hey, let me.
Everybody says being a waiter doesn't take any fucking skill. You know how hard it is to keep your fucking shit together when
there's
you're
no
waiting
way.
on Ron Howard and George Lucas?
I could not geek out on them. Like
Not only did they make your childhood, they made your fucking parents' childhood. Ron Howard was on
Yes.
Happy Days.
everything.
Yeah, literally for 1,000 fucking
The
years.
Andy Griffith Show.
Seriously, the
Opie.
whole shtick.
He rolls with Don Knotts.
Don Knotts. I can't do the Don Knotts. Yours is better.
Jack!
No, I mean,
Jack, you better find Janet.
No, yours is better. for
Chrissy.
Sure. Oh, gee. No, I can't do it.
Me, when
anymore.
I start telling corny jokes, that's when I turn into Don Knotts.
Oh, I do Jerry Lewis. Hey, lady!
Yeah, I'm like, why do Norwegian naval ships have barcodes? So they can Scandinavian.
Jesus fucking
Yeah.
Christ.
Okay, sorry, I went off track.
That's good.
Yeah. They have dinner. Like everybody's mind's blown because
Does George Lucas eat with his mouth, or does he like suck it up through his beard?
he has the little.
A salacious crumb.
Yeah. No, that didn't happen.
Nerd.
No, but anyway, they had dinner, and I think they had nachos. I want to say, what the hell? What
I cuss
what the
I
fuck
cuss
does
constantly.
George Lucas eat for dinner? I think they had nachos. But
Some
anyway,
shows
so
for the
but
table.
here's the cool part when they left. So when they left, George Lucas gets into his like blacked out Suburban. All those guys, they rent a car, which is
pod
usually a
racer.
Suburban. He's got like four armed like security guys, giant security guys with him to get security.
Not dressed as stormtroopers.
No,
Big
just
mistake.
Just guys, but like big, huge dudes.
What
like
a
you
waste.
see, like Britney Spears is like got one gigantic dude that guards her. But like
Lucas
George
has got
Lucas has
4.
like 4 of them, and they all get into this car and take off. And then Ron Howard. Here's the punchline. Ron Howard walks over to the parking garage and gets into a Toyota Corolla that he rented and drove off in a Toyota Corolla. Like
Only thing that would have beat that is if he'd like gotten on a moped and like,
Yeah, no.
fucking Tom
What else,
Hanks
like,
his way out of there.
It's like I got 4 armed guards in a probably bulletproof thing,
Yeah.
and Ron Howard is so down to earth and cool that he just hops in a Toyota Corolla that he rented, and it's also like 20 minutes outside of town. He's driving.
Wow.
So that lets you know
What
Ron
a,
Howard.
what a waste of George Lucas's
That's-
life to not have them dressed as the red guy. You know the red Imperial guards that guard Emperor Palpatine?
Yes,
like, what
dude.
a fucking waste. Like, if I was George Lucas, I'd have big red guards. For sure. Like, what a fucking dork.
That might be better than the Wendy's song you were singing earlier.
Wendy! I fucking love that. It's on my Instagram, guys. Check it out. It's my best song of 2020.
Yeah, Taco
But
Bell hat.
What a waste to not have, like, you've created the quintessential guard.
Yes, that's the guy.
The guy.
And it's not like he couldn't pay the guys to do that,
Oh, you do whatever George Lucas says. George, Daddy makes the rules here. You do what I say. If I want Jar Jar Binks, I get Jar Jar Binks. You're dressing up. Like, fuck you. Like, and I would do it. If he put out a Craigslist ad that was like, I need you to dress up as the Red Guards
He would not have a hard time finding.
from Return of the Jedi, and I need you to walk around with the cool cattle prod stick and keep people away from me all day. I'd be like, sign me the fuck up. And it pays $7.25 an hour, no health insurance. I'd be like,
Where's
cool.
George Lucas gonna find a bunch of dudes that are willing to dress up and guard him?
Oh, I don't know. Anywhere
For
that
money.
he goes forever for the rest of his life, you just show up to Comic-Con. It's got to be cool to be him, though, because, like, I imagine that anywhere you go, people are like, it's got to be like, okay, so, like, the president shows up. Maybe not this one, but a president shows up. And everybody's like, oh, my God, it's the fucking president. And then the only person, maybe, who could overshadow that is George Lucas
George
walks in a
Lucas.
fucking plaid shirt and jeans and is just like, hey, everybody.
And he has a unique look about him. You know what I mean? He's
Yeah,
got
it looks
the helm.
like, I don't know if you've ever noticed he dresses exactly like Al Borland from Tool Time. That's a really good joke there, Tim.
I never noticed that.
It's the same fucking costume. It's literally interchangeable. The only thing different's the hair. So we talked about all that. We talked a lot about
What else we got?
really cranked into Star Wars. So let's switch it over from the stars to maybe something a little
Well,
more.
speaking of things that should end, like you're talking about, like, man, when are they going to
Ooh.
put this thing to
Wow.
bed? You know, this.
You had to really- you're
Han
building?
Solo, they got to put it to bed. You know,
building?
I don't want them to. I want to see a lot more Han Solo, but I don't want to see bad Han Solo. You know what I mean? And then a whole bunch of nerds might say, we already saw bad Han Solo, but I liked it. Yeah,
I liked it
so
too.
F you guys.
That's-
I enjoyed it.
Same argument I've always made for Star Wars, which is it's not for you, dude. It's not for the comic book guy from The Simpsons.
I thought it was good.
It's for children. It's meant
Yes.
to be the movies and all that shit that comes out now is for people moving forward. Because what they're trying to do, this is a franchise They're not trying to let it die with me, this like fat loser that has a bunch of action figures at his house. They
Yeah.
want children to love it for the rest of their lives and then pass it on to their children like we did. That's what they're trying to do. They're creating a legacy. So if you didn't like Solo, it's probably because it wasn't for you, and you're probably too close-minded to let yourself like it.
Facts.
And if you go back and watch A New Hope without the nostalgia factor, you probably hate it too. Wouldn't like it because it's not that good. Out of context, it's a shitty movie. I love it. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's great. It's Star Wars. But if
I
you don't
watch that movie from the top, the first thoughts that I have are of Star Wars.
yeah.
I at age 4 was like I had seen Star Wars and I had to flip the page when the bell ding, flip the page of
Old.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was the vinyl. I wish I still had those, dude. Like
they're worth millions.
Yeah,
I'm sure they're worth a bunch of money.
and I would watch Star Wars, the OG.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of things that maybe should or shouldn't end, and have been around for a long time, Supernatural is hanging it up.
15 fucking seasons.
That's a lot of seasons.
Fucking 300 episodes. If we just go down the list of accolades here, canceled twice, maybe 3 times. Seriously, canceled hard. Like on
That's
the
more than us.
Right? No one cancels me. Take that, Supernatural.
Canceled.
But like canceled by the CW and then revived by the fans and then canceled by another channel and then revived by the fans and then another 7 fucking seasons later, and they're talking about finally doing the very last episode, which like I was a huge fan of the show for the first, I don't know, 11 seasons of it. And then it was just like, it just becomes so convoluted that you're just like, what are they doing now? I don't remember. Like,
Who's this guy?
right. It's like, it's always like, okay, we killed the devil. I shot him in the face with a gun that was made by Samuel Colt and shoots like laser holy bullets. And I blew his fucking head off. And you're like, okay, great. And then it's like, oh, but there's another devil. And he's even more
He's
bad.
actually the real devil.
He's more bad. And so it's a really good show. And one day I'll have the patience to watch
it all the way through.
15 fucking seasons. But it's like, dude, if I didn't do it during the quarantine,
How many
am
episodes-
I ever going to do it?
That's true. How many episodes per season do you think?
Well, I don't know, but it's 300 total. I know that.
300 total?
Yeah, so 15, 300, so what, 20?
I'm trying to do the math because I've watched Battlestar Galactica all the way through twice, and now it's like 7 seasons, I think. Seven
Still
or 8
not even
seasons.
close.
But it's a lot of episodes. It's
Oh,
a
that's
lot
like
of
the
episodes.
old. Remember when TV shows, their seasons
Buttload.
were like 32 episodes? Like, if you go back and watch The X-Files, you're like, God damn, season 1, episode 34. What the fuck?
I got excited. I recently discovered there's another. For those who don't know, I love Blacklist with James Spader.
I love James Spader, period.
Period. Yeah,
Yeah, he's always good.
It, like, even when he's wounded in a hospital bed, he'll
rip your face off.
He'll just say something, and it turns out to be a joke, and you don't even know if he wrote it. Like, he might have just.
He's a great actor. He's the best part of The Office.
I think
in my
he
opinion.
spontaneously does stuff though. Like I don't even. It makes me wonder if the stuff is in the script or if he just did that off
Just
the top
riffs
of the
it.
dome. You know what I mean? Like.
Robert California is, in my personal opinion, the best part of The Office all the way through. And he has this one line where he's like, "You don't even know my real name. I'm the fucking Lizard King." And I say that all the time. I said that to my apartment that I'm not paying y'all that fucking rent, bitch. Beep, 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 beep. So Supernatural finally gonna come to an end. Jared Padalecki is moving on to, this is fucking crazy, a reboot of Walker, Texas Ranger that's coming out in January, supposedly.
Badass.
Yeah. There has to be, so you got no Wilford Brimley.
Is he gonna wear Chuck Norris action jeans? Like, how's he gonna?
Oh.
Is he gonna do the kicks?
Oh, if it doesn't do slow motion kicks, I'm fucking out.
Fucking.
100%.
You're fucking in.
It's crazy that there's so many like there's a Lethal Weapon TV show. Never watched it.
Hawaii 5-0.
It's got Damon Wayans Jr. in it, and I never fucking watched it. And then Hawaii 5-0, it's like what?
You know what? Hold on.
Go.
back to Lethal Weapon.
Mm-hmm.
That show, they got it. What is it? Riggs and Murtaugh.
That's right.
Right. Riggs is Mel Gibson, right?
No.
Or Murtaugh.
Or Murtaugh is Danny Glover. You're right. Riggs is Mel Gibson. Yeah, you're
the
correct.
Riggs character, they got rid of him.
Right. They banished him and then brought in like Sean William Scott, or was it Sean? Yeah.
Stifler.
Who's a great actor.
Who's great. Yeah, he's great.
Have you seen Goon?
But like the show is about the Lethal Weapon,
Right.
and you got rid of the main character.
There's so
and
many
still call it.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
weird.
Riggs and Murtaugh. I don't know. I feel like we should do a segment on that, like where there's like a, like where they change a guy and like Aunt Viv from fucking Fresh Prince. They did that.
Yeah.
There was the actress that played Aunt Viv, and then like she fucked up. She like did something. She like fucked somebody or like got drunk, and they fired her and then replaced her with somebody else, and then they just didn't address it. And they were just like, "This is your Aunt Vivian."
It never happened.
And it was like, "Hey, Aunt Viv, how's it going? Uncle Phil around?" And you're like, "That isn't her, though. I've watched this show for like 2 seasons, and that is not her." And you just have to suspend disbelief and live in a fantasy world. So Walker, Texas Ranger, and then Jensen Ackles, the other main character from Supernatural, is going to be in season 3 of The Boys, which has already been announced. And he's going to be,
yeah.
what did I say his name? Soldier Boy,
Soldier
who
Boy.
is the kind of the pastiche of Captain America.
Superman at home.
So he's no. If you're gonna do it, what is he had another song? I don't remember. What
I don't
his
know
other
the other.
song.
That's the only one. Because I learned what a
I
Superman
remember he
was.
tried to like put a game console out, and it was like so funny.
Yeah.
So he's gonna be in The Boys. He's gonna play Soldier Boy, which is like the joke Captain America character. And so it's good to see them both still getting work. Jared Padalecki, or one of them owns a bar on 6th. It's Jack Rio something.
Yeah.
Jack some bar.
Back when Dr. Science used to be at she saw them at Aples on the Lake one time.
Oh, Rich People Bar.
And it was pretty dead at the time.
San Jack Saloon. That's the name of the bar that
Okay.
he owns. The
Well,
San
he-
Jacinto Saloon.
She said they were super cool.
I've heard they're really
Yeah.
nice. I've heard they're really cool, except for when, hey, what's up? A Scanner Dirkley. Except for, I guess Jensen Ackles got arrested one time. My friend was telling me, like, well, I used to work downtown, and like my friend was telling me that Jensen Ackles
Got real drunk or something?
got arrested in front of his bar. Like he like got in a fight with somebody and they arrested him, and he was like, "This is my bar," and they were like, "Fuck you, you're arrested anyway." Shia LaBeouf got arrested down there too.
Yeah, I
think,
remember
at
that.
bar as well. So if you want to get arrested in Austin,
Do it!
head to the San Jack Saloon. And we're gonna get like
Was
an
he
angry...
at the San Jack Saloon
Yeah, I
also?
think so. I think we're gonna get an angry letter from from McG. I think that's the guy that makes Supernatural. McG.
Yeah.
He's like a
McG.
McG. What
Nothing
else did he
personal.
do? Buffy or something like that.
Had they been at the sidebar previously?
Jeez, maybe. I don't know. I think if he showed up at Sidebar, you'd fucking know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
What else we got?
Oh, this is gonna be good. Everybody get up. It's time to slam now. You don't know this song because you have never seen Space Jam.
I've never seen Space
Clint's
Jam.
never seen fucking Space Jam.
Never seen Space Jam. I've got friends that haven't
Can you
seen.
believe it?
I got friends that have never seen like Pulp Fiction.
They're not gonna catch nearly as much heat as you not seeing Space Jam. That's like saying you've never seen Batman.
I mean, I
89
saw
Batman,
Who
good
Framed Roger Rabbit.
Man, that's a good movie too, though.
Yeah, it was
But you know-
cartoons and real people in the same.
I do a really good impression of Christopher Lloyd from Who Framed Roger Rabbit. I'll save it for you because it's really loud. It's the only way I can do it. You have to be mega loud to do it right. Hey, human cliffhanger. I'm not sure who that. Oh well, if you're gonna... When I killed your brother Mac, I talked just like this. There's a couple of Bob Hoskins was supposed to be Wolverine. Did you know that?
Who's the who?
Bob Hoskins.
Who's Bob Hoskins?
He's Mac. He's the detective from Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Are you kidding me?
No, so if you look at, there's actually some concept drawings of it, like for the original X-Men movie before they had Hugh Jackman, because in comics, Wolverine is supposed to be really short. He's supposed to be like 5'2".
Yeah.
And so Hugh Jackman is like 6.
Yeah, everybody was like, "This is bullshit."
He's like 6'3". And so in the comics, he's like a little guy. That's kind of like part of his whole character is that. Are you looking for that clip or
No.
that? Oh, that's like part of his whole character is like if you think about what a Wolverine is a very small animal that will fuck you up if you mess with it. Like
Yeah.
nobody fucks with a Wolverine in real
Yeah.
life. They're very, very dangerous.
They're like
creatures.
honey badger kind of.
They're they're closely related.
Yeah.
So it's like that was kind of like the play on words of his name was that like he's a very small Canadian guy who will fuck you up if you mess with him. And he's also meant to be like a little portly and a little like surly and a little like kind of gritty and rough around the edges. And Bob Hoskins, he fits the bill. He's kind of chubby. He's 5'3".
Yeah.
He's got like he can grow some mean chops. And
They were talking about Danny DeVito for a minute.
if you look, Danny
just
DeVito and
kidding.
if you look, their
I'm just
build
kidding.
is exactly the same.
I know. I
though.
just made that up.
So it's like if you can picture, hey, what's up, Brittany Ferguson? I think.
We thought we always said that Russell Crowe back. If you think about
Russell Crowe fat or Russell Crowe gladiator?
Russell Crowe Gladiator.
Okay.
If you like his whole
Jack Nicholson 78 or Jack Nicholson now?
yeah no Russell Crowe and Gladiator, his whole like demeanor,
Yeah,
his
yeah,
build
yeah.
and all that. We're like, dude, he'd be a badass Wolverine.
Yeah, still too tall. Bob Hoskins, he's meant to be. I think that a thing that's lost in translation with Wolverine's character is that he's meant to be underestimated.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to look at him and be like, that guy's gonna fuck me up. You're supposed to look at him and be like, fuck you, you little Canadian bitch.
And then he
fucking shreds your ass. And so I think that if you think about it that way, that would have been a hell of a cast.
Oh yeah.
He would have been the perfect player for
Wasn't
that.
he too old for that though?
No, because I mean, when you think about how Wolverine's eternal.
Yeah, but like he doesn't look like he's in his 50s.
If you look in the comics, he does. Depending when. Wolverine's one of those wonky characters that like time
Yeah.
is fake. But in some parts of Wolverine's history,
Hey, Kathleen Beth Lasco made it.
the #1 fan, the best fucking person
Yeah.
on the planet, my
I'm
favorite.
late, but I'm here.
She's here. We're working on it.
And since you missed the episode, you can always come back later, and we're going to have it up on our Facebook page. We'll also have
Spotify.
it, Spotify. You can listen to it on Spotify, Apple Music,
Or wherever
Apple
you listen to
Podcasts.
podcasts.
Yes, or it'll be on YouTube
Except for Tidal.
tomorrow.
We're not on Tidal because we're not nerds.
Yeah, that's right.
So anyway, back to the real point, which I didn't realize. Your Who Framed Roger Rabbit and Space Jam are like the same movie. To be honest, it's like one's a detective and one's a basketball game, and that's the only difference.
I actually haven't seen Who Framed Roger Rabbit, but I have seen.
You haven't seen that movie?
I have seen the Paula Abdul video with MC Scat Cat.
I got the great idea for the new.
Just kidding.
The new,
I've seen.
Okay.
Of course, I've
I was
seen.
gonna say
Who
the new
Framed Roger-
segment is movies you haven't seen. 'cause,
I've
like,
seen.
Wow.
What's the other one with Brad Pitt when he was really young?
Oh, Cool World.
Cool World. Yeah, that's
That's
what
like adult Who Framed Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
So Space Jam, they're doing a remake. Of course, it's 2020, and it's all we do is remake the same old garbage that we've done. I actually just watched Space Jam like last week, so I'm super fresh on this.
It comes out July 16th, by the way.
2021, baby, if we get that far.
Yeah.
But of course, it's starring LeBron James, #1 NBA superstar master. So it's like pretty fitting to go from Michael Jordan to LeBron now because they're both that like pivotal basketball character. They're the guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do we have a clip of what his costume looks like? Because I think that's what the.
I actually did not put a clip up.
Okay, no one.
Yeah.
No clip.
Sorry,
No, it's
gang.
okay. If you guys want to Google it, there's a lot of controversy over the costume for some reason.
Why?
Because it's different and people are dumb. And they're like, we want a remake, but we want it to be the same, which is stupid. But his new costume, I personally think it's really cool looking. I think it's real modern touch. It's got that kind of the same. Like so, like I feel like the original Michael Jordan uniform kind of mirrored the shoes, like the Jordans, and I feel like LeBron's new uniform kind of mirrors his shoe as well. So I think it's a great call. I'm not sure if it's going to be a direct remake or a reboot. You know what I mean? Because there's kind of a distinction now. Whereas it's like, is it going to be Girl Ghostbusters or is it going to be what's a reboot that happened that was like the same but different?
RoboCop.
Sure, RoboCop, that one, which I thought was cool.
That was all right.
I thought new RoboCop was okay.
It was like watching a Netflix release of RoboCop.
Yeah, I feel like they could have done a lot more with it.
Yeah.
It wasn't nearly as violent. Like
What
I didn't
How
realize.
about Judge Dredd?
Oh, Dredd with fucking Carl Urban.
Yeah,
Oh, I loved it.
with Keith Urban. It was so good.
Keith Urban. He's got a cowboy hat on. I fucking loved that movie.
I thought it was good.
I thought it was way better than Stallone.
Yeah,
Like Stallone's was kind of
was
cheesy.
campy. It was
cheesy.
campy, yeah.
Which it's like you already had Demolition Man.
Yeah.
So it's like the same movie. Demolition Man and Judge Dredd were the same film, But then when you get Carl Urban, I really liked them having to fight their way up the apartment complex.
Yeah.
I thought that really like gave you, like it enclosed the scene well enough that you could focus on just Judge Dredd. It wasn't like motorcycles and space cars and politics. It was just like, dude, I'm Judge Dredd. I'm here to shoot you in the face and tell you to shut up, and that's what I'm going to do for 2.5 hours. Strap in, nerd.
Was there ever a Total Recall redo?
Yeah, they did it. I think it's Colin Farrell.
Oh, yeah.
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 I didn't see it. Colin Farrell is also going to be in
I think they put the 3 boob in just as a tipping of the hat to the original triple boob.
They did do that.
Yeah.
Not to segue with Colin Farrell, but he's going to be one of the they released some new information about the Pattinson Batman movie that's coming out. It's going to have 4 villains. So that's a risky move.
Ew.
It's cool if they do it right. It's tough because like think back to like Schumacher Batman where you've got
it could be distracting.
it's like you really well, and also you like wasted Tommy Lee Jones as Two-Face. Like what a dork! Like he was such a non-villain.
If you're not going to tell the story, if you're not going to tell the long story, hopefully they learn something from the Snyder Cut thing and all that maybe they're like, hey, we're going to let them take as long as they want to tell the story. Because if you have 4 characters like that, you're not going to be able to tell that story.
I also don't think we're going to have...
Not like we need the story. We all know.
Yeah,
but still.
If you're going to make a film.
Yeah.
I also think I'm making a prediction here for moving forward from 2020. Mm-hmm. I don't think we're going to be upset if movies are longer than 2 hours anymore. I don't think that's because like that was a thing. People will be like, "Oh, Star Wars is too long. It's 2.5 hours," and like, man, I don't think that's going to be a complaint anymore. We're going to be begging for films.
Yeah, after
begging for fucking movies. Please, 4 hours. Don't care. Give me that Lord of the Rings length, baby.
Yeah, after the Avengers. You know what I mean? Like
that was what 3 hours and 20 minutes. So it's like, I think that's going to go the way of the Buffalo. I don't know if you can say that. I'm saying it.
Sorry, MXPX.
But do they have a song called that?
They have an album called Slowly Going the Way of the Buffalo. Well, if you like pop punk, I highly recommend it, MXPX.
Everybody loves them.
Good guys. I've played with them. They're great dudes.
Everybody loves those guys.
Slowly Going the Way of the Buffalo.
Goldfinger now. Haruka or whatever his name is. Mike Herrera? Yeah, he's a bass player for Goldfinger.
I didn't know that.
Mm-hmm. Straight up.
Crazy. Yep. I didn't know that.
I don't know if it's official, but he's always he's like in the band.
Yeah. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, him and Feldman rocking. Yeah. So it's going to be Penguin, Riddler, Catwoman, and what was the John Turturro? Is that who it is?
I don't recall.
Who was the guy that who's the feet guy from the movie Big Daddy? I like feet. Very sneaky. Sneaky.
I have no idea.
I think it's John Turturro. John Turturro is what I'm going to say. Final answer. And he is going to be Falcone.
Cool.
So that'll be like a really cool, like, he doesn't really play a villain very often. He's that guy in Transformers. He's kind of like an anti-hero character.
Oh, this guy?
Yes, that's him. Is that John Turturro?
Yeah, John Turturro.
Nailed it. And then it's also got who did I tell you was going to be the Riddler? That kid from what's that movie he's in? Everybody will know him from.
Let's see here. I didn't write it down because I'm.
That's cool. I don't think we wrote the Batman stuff. I've just been riffing. What's that kid's name? He's in fucking. He's in Little Miss Sunshine. He's in There Will Be Blood.
Oh, that kid.
And he's also in Looper. Looper is what he's like famous for.
He's the guy that gets his shake drank.
Yeah, drink your milkshake guy. Yeah, he's the guy who gets his milkshake drank.
He's the preacher
guy.
So
he is going to be the Riddler, and they're changing Edward Nygma, which is the Riddler's real name.
He's a fantastic actor, too.
To like Edward Norman. They're changing it from Edward Nygma because I guess it was like a little too on the nose. But Colin Farrell's going to be playing Penguin. He's going to be playing the new style of Penguin that you see in like Gotham or in the Batman video games, if you've played those, where he's like not a frumpy fucking Danny DeVito. He's like a suave. Basically what he plays, it's actually a really great character arc where he plays like his family and the Waynes came up together.
Oh, cool.
And like basically his dad did some dirt and they got busted for it and were like shamed out of town. But the dirt that he did was this is not, I don't know if this is canon, but the dirt that he did, Thomas Wayne did it too and got away with it. And so that's where the resentment comes from, is that he's like the dark side Bruce Wayne, where he's like a socialite that's been spurned, whereas Bruce Wayne still gets the limelight, even though his dad was involved in the same shit that Cobblepot's dad was involved in. It's a good arc.
Is his name Cobblepot?
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's like weird. You kept Cobblepot, but you didn't keep Enigma. Like, whatever. I guess Enigma is a bit of a fucking on the nose.
I don't know. I like that.
I loved it.
I
always
think
loved
it's
it.
great.
He's one of the few characters that I always refer to by their name. Like
Yeah.
Leonard Snart is Captain Cold, but I never call him Captain Cold because I love saying Snart.
Yeah.
It sounds like something when you sneeze and shit your pants at the same time. A snart.
Snart.
Sorry, I snarted.
I thought Snart was a character on She-Ra. Oh, that's Snarf.
Snarf. That's Thundercats.
Oh yeah, that was.
Come on, Bubba.
Oh, my bad. Am I gonna have to go edit that out? Canceled.
No, but if you're gonna get canceled for something, that might be it. My phone's just dying, so I have to move my.
Yeah, what was I gonna say?
life.
What do we got? I wanted to name my firstborn Oswald Cobblepot. That's Kathleen.
Good name.
Yeah, it is good.
Oswald's a great name. Maybe not if you're like a.
If you're in Dallas, on the
probably not
grassy
great
knoll.
for Dallas if you're in a grassy knoll zone. Cobblepot. Yeah, it's a big transition from like. It's weird. They've done some retconning with a lot of characters. Bane is another one where Bane's kind of like a dum-dum in some comics, and then he's like a criminal mastermind in others.
Yeah.
And so it's like when he breaks Batman's back, he's a genius wizard.
Yeah.
And when he's just Bane, sometimes he's just like, me big Bane, me big dum-dum, me big muscle, me big dum-dum. And so I like that. I think Pattinson, that kind of lends a little more credence to that argument I made about last week where I was saying that I think they're going to do the year one setup. Because like if you think about it, why would they introduce 4 members of the Rogues Gallery all at the same time if they're not going to give him like a little bit of a history with them? You know what I mean? Like this is like before I have like a rivalry with the Riddler, I met. Is it the dog? Yeah. Before I have like a rivalry with the Riddler, we have like some sort of, or maybe like before I have one with the Penguin, it goes into like why I have beef with him as a person. Before I have beef with him as Batman, it's like why I have beef with him as Bruce Wayne. Because that's really like a one of the finer points of Batman's Rogues Gallery is that he has a personal vendetta, personal relationship with every single character from both. It's never just Batman.
Oh, it's both characters.
It's always Bruce Wayne has beef with the Scarecrow and Batman has beef with the Scarecrow.
Oh, wow.
Like, Bruce Wayne has beef with it's always that he's always the cause of their problems.
Right.
Or they're always the cause.
Accidentally.
Right.
Like,
It's always like, oh, Mr. Freeze, you shut down this branch of Wayne Enterprises, and because of that, I didn't get the funding that I needed to save my wife, and that's what created Mr. Freeze. And it's like, so indirectly, it was Bruce Wayne's fault that Batman has to fight Mr. Freeze. And it's kind of the same thing with everything else, where it's like, oh, the reason the Joker, or Batman has to deal with the Joker, or Bruce Wayne has to deal with the Joker, who is constantly like blowing shit up and destroying things that he paid for, is because Batman created the Joker. So it's like there's a funny little like one-off comic that they did that shows that none of the Batman villains actually exist and that Bruce Wayne is in Arkham Asylum. And he's made them all up. And like the Joker is not actually the Joker. He's Dr. Joe Carr, who is his...
That's a cool story.
Yeah, who's like his main physician. Harley Quinn is his assistant. The Scarecrow is the guy that administers the medicine.
Is that a comic or is that actual cartoon like a movie?
It's a comic.
Okay.
But yeah, so like Scarecrow... What is Scarecrow's real name?
I feel like I'd seen that. I don't even remember.
I'm sure I've seen a meme of it before.
Yeah.
But Scarecrow's the guy, like the orderly, that gives him the drugs that make him lose his mind. So he made a character in his brain of a guy that uses gas to scare people. Mr. Freeze is the guy that like gives him the cold shower. You know,
the
like
custodian.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
The orderly.
Like, hoses him down.
Yeah.
And so it's like Mr. Freeze because it's like the water's cold and like he's a fucking psychopath. So it's like, what a crazy thing that like Batman's not even real. Batman's like cool. Made up. We're really riffing today.
Yeah, man.
You want to skip Tesla or you want to talk about it?
Tesla movie coming up.
I mean, we might as well talk about it. We don't have a lot of movies coming out in 2020, so people take what they can get.
What I wrote.
It's got Ethan Hawke
Yeah, and I like Ethan Hawke, so we're gonna plug the crap out of this.
He's great.
Yeah, Tesla. Ethan Hawke is Tesla. Kyle MacLachlan is Edison.
That's Dale Cooper from Twin Peaks, if you didn't know.
Yeah. So
It's
that's
coming out
That's
on
pretty cool.
IFC this Friday.
I think you said IFC this Friday.
That's
yeah.
right. Check it out. It's fucking. What do you got to do? There's nothing else to watch. You got get in there.
Yeah.
Get in quick. Get out quicker with a whole new movie about Nikola Tesla.
Bill
then,
and
of course-
Ted's.
Fucking pumped on Bill and Ted 3, baby. That's August 28th. I got these off the dome, baby.
Yeah,
I'm just
dude, you're good.
fucking riffing. That's that fucking autism. Can I say that? The That's a little touch of Asperger's. That lets me
Canceled.
lets me remember shit that doesn't matter
Yeah.
for my whole life.
Yeah. So Bill and Ted's 3. That's gonna be exciting. Of course, everybody's seen the
It
trailer
can't
for
be
this.
bad.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
I don't think it can. Like
well,
it,
no movies that can come out.
True, we've determined
or can
this.
be bad.
True.
So it's like we're good.
my brothers and I actually we filmed. They were doing a thing where they're like an open casting call for Bill and Ted 3. It wasn't like to be in the movie, but it was like, here's a clip it of a song, like film yourself rocking out to this part, and like we never got
Yeah.
we never got like a release. But then again, I don't know if they need it if it's only like a. I don't know what the law or the rules are. So like I'm hoping that we go see Bill and Ted 3, and it's like
And you're like in the credits?
fucking in it.
Yeah, and the credits.
I will shit a brick because we nailed it. It was awesome.
Yeah.
But the movie looks really great. Obviously, it got man. Who's that bad guy from Die Hard 2? Because did you ever know that that's who Death is?
Jeremy Irons?
No, Die Hard 2.
Oh.
It's that one guy who's always the bad guy in a movie. He's that very pursed lip.
Oh, I don't remember. I think I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, one of these guys. Who's this? Stop dropping pizza roll.
Yeah.
What's up? Check me out in podcasting, man. I'm gonna be Tom Segura one of these days. I'm gonna have my own podcast where I make fun of fucking Garth Brooks all day. It's like all he does.
This guy? Colonel William Stewart?
That's him. What's his
Yeah.
real name? Real name. Tony Soprano.
No. Actor, come on.
Jeez.
Man, there's a whole lot of scrolling. Portrayer William Sadler.
Well, Bill Sadler, sure, yeah. So he plays Death in Bill and Ted 3, and in Bill and Ted Bogus Journey as well.
This guy.
Yep, there you go.
There you
That's the high tech move right there.
Yeah.
You flash your phone. It's got Alex Winter, which like Alex Winter's not dead. Everybody thought he was dead. You ever see those memes that are like R.I.P. Alex Winter, and he's like, I'm not dead. And he's totally fine. You just haven't seen him in a while because he hasn't been in anything. Keanu Reeves, obviously there. Weezer is also in the movie. Weezer released a song from the soundtrack
Yes.
for this film.
Here's what it looks like.
And if anyone knows me, you know I fucking hate Weezer, man. I fucking can't.
I like Weezer.
I like this many Weezer songs. This is on two hands I can count, and that's pushing it. I think I even said that I leave a slot open in case they put out another good song in the next 50 years. But the new song is fucking banger, and I've listened to it like 100 times. It's called "The Beginning of the End." Is that what it's called?
Belated Face Music? Oh, it's Bill and Ted. Come on, dude. Use your... Yeah.
There you go. I can
Yeah,
do it.
Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Face the Music is the name of the film. Comes out August 28th on Amazon Home and in theaters, supposedly, which I don't know how the fuck that works.
The guy at Walgreens, the old dude that runs the register at Walgreens today, for no reason said, "You know the movies are coming back." and I was like, "What? What?"
You know the moving pictures. Remember those? Those are coming back.
I thought he was going to say, we're not taking cash because we don't have change. And I was getting ready to say, just keep the change. And but that's what he said. You know the movies are coming back.
Oh, those Nickelodeons.
Yeah,
That's what they were called
like,
back in his day.
I was like, they've actually been out for a little bit in the mom and pop theaters. Yeah.
Yeah, from what I've been told, the theaters have been open and showing like classic shit because they can't get anything.
Yeah, the not big ones. The big ones are just shut down.
Well,
They're
like Flick's Brewhouse is open.
Yeah.
And it's like a theater.
The Lake Creek, what used to be the Alamo back in the
Oh,
day,
the
is
little
open.
dollar theater?
Yeah, it's not a dollar theater anymore, but
It's
it
called,
is
like,
right
the
now.
Southwest
Yeah, but they
studio.
redid everything. There's new leather everything seats, reclined seats. So I was
And
the
they're
only
showing
guy in there.
fucking Groundhog Day.
And they're also showing new movies, but there's just not many.
Oh, is
coming
that where
out.
you saw Bloodshot?
Yes, and
Poor
what else did I
bastard.
saw? I saw The Outpost, which was a movie about Afghanistan, and that was a pretty damn good movie.
Who's in it?
Orlando Bloom had a
Oh.
part in it. And
Remember that guy?
He played, yeah.
He used to get a lot of work. What happened to that? He was.
I
people
don't
love-
know.
People fucking.
He was good in that. That movie was
People were
really
sucking
good.
Orlando Bloom's
That-
dick for like years.
The Outpost, if you like, you want to see a crazy war movie. Everyone in that whole thing that survived got some sort of medal. That was
Sweet.
really intense. Was white knuckling the whole
Wow.
time.
Better
Yeah,
than Dunkirk.
it's just different, and it's
Same
just,
vibe though.
Yeah, the Taliban had them surrounded. It was like there's no reason
You
that
know, I think I've heard of this.
There's no reason that outpost should have been out there. Like they were in complete danger the whole time, and they were just getting just taken out the whole time.
Wow.
It's crazy. And they're like, well, what's the point of this place? And or what's the mission? The mission is survival, and that
don't-
was it. And until
die.
yeah, until they shut it down. So
Wow.
it's crazy. It's a really good movie. So go see it if you're looking for
can.
something and you want to see a crazy based on a true story movie. Really good.
The last one, Cyberpunk 2077.
Bloodshot was at the movie house in Eatery.
Yeah, Cyberpunk 2077 is a video game that lots of nerds are stoked for, myself included. And it is a video game starring Keanu Reeves. Segue in your face.
Cool.
And so Keanu Reeves is the main character of the game. And in the game, he's in a band called Samurai. And that band is a real band, or a fake band played by a real band.
Called The Refused.
And Refused. I
Yeah.
think it's just Refused.
It's just Refused,
Yeah.
yeah.
And so Refused and Keanu Reeves are technically in a band together in Cyberpunk 2077.
If you take the riff out of there, it's the
Uh-huh. Just
u-
the used.
It's the used.
I know those
yeah.
guys. Good guys.
I know them too.
And the band is called Samurai in the game. And also Keanu Reeves was in a band called Dog Star. I don't know if you know about that.
I know about that.
Yeah, Dog Star. So that was why my brothers and I thought that we would get in the movie, is because we have these dog tars. So it's like a guitar shaped like a dog, and when you play them, they go real, and they like if you push the button, it'll do like a row, 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 and it'll do a scale but in dog sounds. So we had these dog tars, and we were like, we called ourselves the Dog Tars as the
Dog-
band. And Dog Star was the name of Keanu Reeves' band. So we were hoping that like whoever was reading the emails would be like, oh, the Dog Tars. There's a little bit of a
Should have been Dogs
tar.
Tar. Dogs
Yeah, it's a
Tar.
little too hard to not tard. I feel like you're like your tongue just goes there and wants to say, yeah, there it is, tard. And then who would win? We didn't really talk about it.
Who would win?
You want to do fucking
But
robot Keanu Reeves versus real Keanu Reeves? They already did that in fucking Bogus Journey.
I had one.
Was it fucking?
Crap, and I got distracted with Weezer versus the
Was
versus
it Joe
Refused.
Biden versus the Cotton Eye Joe? Was it Dr. Phil versus Dr. Fauci?
No, but that's a good one.
I mean, all my money is on Phil. He's not a Hasidic hillbilly with a snoot full of honeybees. That's a real quote, just so you know. That's a thing Dr. Phil actually fucking said to humans on live television. I'm not a Hasidic hillbilly with a snoot full of honeybees. What the fuck does that mean?
Oh, how about this? We'll get all the sportsters going. We got Space Jam.
Ooh. Versus Who Framed Roger Rabbit?
No. Jordan versus
LeBron.
LeBron
In a what? In a
Who would
In a
win?
basketball game?
in space. I don't know.
You've never seen Space Jam.
I don't know
can't
how.
fucking believe
I don't know
you.
how it works.
God, that makes me sick. I would love to fucking live stream you seeing Space Jam for the first time so that other people could experience it. Because, like, there's so many things in my life that I wish I could, like, brain hole and have never done. Like Final Fantasy VII. It's my favorite video game. I played it 1,000 times. I wish I could just fucking turn off my brain and be like, ooh,
And experience it
brand
all
new.
over again.
It's all hot and fresh.
My favorite video game ever is Hitman 2.
Oh, that's a great
and then
game.
Hitman Contracts came out and like
Hitman's a
all
cool
of them.
game.
I
Yeah.
bought the new I bought Hitman Contracts after that, and I beat the game in like 3 hours.
There's a bunch of
And I
Hitman
was
games
just
out
done.
if you got a console.
I don't have a console.
gotta
I need
get-
it.
you
I
gotta
need
get
it.
in the
You
mix.
got to get on that, man.
Get the so I guess the official who would win, we need to establish the guidelines. They're playing a basketball game.
You tell me because I don't know. I don't
So
know.
what happens is the Looney Tunes draft Michael Jordan to
Yep.
play for a basketball game because a group of alien cartoons come to kidnap them. They own a theme park, and so their theme park gets boring. They want to kidnap the Looney Tunes and chain them up at the theme park and make them perform for the alien kids. And so Bugs Bunny, I can't believe I'm fucking explaining this to you right now. Bugs
Is
Bunny,
Marvin the Martian one of the?
Marvin the Martian is the referee because he is both an alien and a Looney Tune.
The
So-
ammonium P-32 explosive space modulator.
He, of course, is the only impartial party, so he would have to be the referee. That was more of a Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
here.
So they play. So Bugs Bunny says like, okay, we'll make you a deal. You got to let us like play for it. How about we play in a game of basketball? And I don't know why they say. I don't remember why they say basketball because they're fucking Looney Tunes. What the fuck were they thinking? We should have done like a I don't know, jump off a cliff, TNT, rocket roller skates contest. But they challenge him to a game of basketball. So the evil Monstars aliens steal the powers of all the big famous basketball players, except Michael Jordan because he's playing baseball at the time.
Oh.
Which is actually a good little...
Is that in the
Yes,
storyline?
this is in the film. He's not playing basketball at the time. He's retired and he's playing baseball. Because remember, he did that in real life.
Yeah.
And so the Looney Tunes go and find Michael Jordan and make him play basketball again on their team to beat the aliens and secure their freedom.
This Dirk explaining Space Jam is everything.
You're welcome. You're welcome, America. And so that's the movie. And then basically it's Michael Jordan and the Looney Tunes versus a bunch of aliens that have the powers of Muggsy Bogues, Charles Barkley, Patrick Ewing, some big tall white guy that nobody knows, and another guy. And that's the movie.
So
Space Jam.
are they gonna have? I wonder if this new Space Jam they're gonna have like all the
Looney Tunes?
the Martians are gonna have the powers of like Dirk
Dirk Nowitzki.
Dirk Diggler.
Oh, I'm sure they will. That's probably totally real. It'll be
Dirk
like
Diggler.
What's that? Steph Curry.
Yeah, that's what I'm
fucking-
saying. All these
All
guys.
those guys. I'm sure
they're
it will
probably
be.
gonna do that.
Yeah, that'll be cool. And there'll be some cameos. I'm sure. I'm sure Michael Jordan will be like, I really enjoyed playing with you guys.
So if they had an all-star team of current guys versus old guys, that's almost like in the like an Olympic team.
Well, in theory, LeBron and Michael Jordan would both have the Looney Tunes as their teammates.
Okay.
And then the Monstars would have different sets of basketball players that they steal powers from. So in the old,
So it's completely different.
well, the Monstars
Game-wise.
the Monstars aren't actually involved in the who would win battle. So the game would be the same. The only difference would be
That's a fair framing then.
yes,
Who
very
would
fair.
win?
That's the who would win.
LeBron or Michael
Looney
Jordan?
Looney Tunes LeBron or Looney Tunes Michael Jordan. Same teams otherwise, which is I think Bugs Bunny, Sylvester, Tweety Bird, Daffy Duck, and Elmer Fudd and Porky Pig. I'm good. God damn. That is the actual team, and they sub out a couple of people, including Bill Murray and Newman from what's his name?
From Seinfeld.
His name's
I
real
forget his name.
Knight. Wayne Knight.
Wayne Knight.
Damn, I'm good.
Yeah.
God, I can't be stopped. So
Newman.
you can have any substitution. Hello, Jerry. Hello, Newman. Any substitutions that you want, doesn't really matter. The main point is LeBron versus Michael Jordan. They both are backed by a random Looney Tune cast of your choosing. Talk about it in the comments. Like, share, subscribe.
Yes, like, share, subscribe,
Push
do
the
all the
keys.
stuff. We got the we got the
Green Lines. I don't know who Green Lines is, but you fucking missed it.
That's
I'll
right.
See ya.
You
missed
missed
the
it.
show. But we taped it so you can watch it at Black Shirt Podcast
Yes.
on Spotify.
Yeah, we got Spotify, we got
Instagram,
Apple
Apple Music.
Podcasts, you got YouTube, you got gee whiz, Facebook.
Yeah, we'll
which
fucking-
is facebook.com/.
Text me. I'll fucking text it to you.
Black Shirt Podcast.
Whatever you want. Do whatever you want.
IGTV, we'll have some snippets up there. So follow us on all the stuff and join our group. And we're gonna see you next week.
We're gonna be here. We're gonna do
yes, we're gonna be here because we're on. This is episode 6. And traditionally, podcasts they end at episode 7. That's
Yeah,
the magic
that's when
number.
it's at.
when they give up. So
I know tomorrow or next episode we're not gonna have anything to talk about. They're gonna be like, that's what's gonna kill us. That's gonna be the very end.
yeah, maybe we'll just have a whole bunch of
If we talk politics, we could go fucking 12 hours a day, but it's just not worth it.
yeah, but who wants to talk politics
It's
when
all
we can talk
anybody
about
talks
Space
about.
Jam?
We
You
can
know
talk
what I
about-
mean?
I'm gonna make you watch Space Jam. I think that's your homework for the week. Next week we'll come back and you can talk
And
about.
I'll review
when
Space
we do
Jam.
the Who Would Win, you can talk about you saw Space Jam so that I think that's the move.
Awesome. And I'm gonna be emailing some people.
LeBron James, see what he says.
Yeah, I'm gonna hit. I've been thinking about having some guests. When this New Mutants thing comes out,
Yeah.
I've got some. I'm in some.
Oh, right.
Some groups and
Big
stuff.
nerds.
I'm gonna try and get
They're
some
bigger
nerds
than
in
us.
here to give. I know what we're gonna probably think
Right.
about it, but I want to
Dope.
hear some other opinions.
expert
so.
opinions.
Yes,
All right.
sir.
Well, there it is.
So,
That's
all
it.
right,
We did
guys.
it. Fucking hit
We
that
did
outro
it. We're
music.
done.
I've always wanted to do this. Good night, everybody.
That's right.
Go. Get out.